It's early morning at Kranji MRT station in Singapore, and take a look at this line. This is the queue for bus 170, the iconic cross-border ride that takes commuters from Singapore to Johor Bahru, Malaysia. Despite the long wait, this bus remains a favorite, especially for budget travelers and those making daily trips. Some people do this regularly, for work, for shopping, or simply for a day of fun. The crowd might seem overwhelming, but everything moves surprisingly efficiently. You'll see families, solo travelers, students, even tourists, all lined up patiently. I decided to join the queue, and just like everyone else, I was excited about the short adventure that lay ahead. After boarding the bus, we made our way to the Singapore checkpoint. The bus journey to the border doesn't take long, maybe about 10 minutes, but depending on the crowd at immigration, it can take anywhere from 30 minutes to over an hour to cross. First stop, Woodlands Checkpoint. We all get down here with our passports. After clearing Singapore customs, we hop back onto the bus and continue towards Johor Bahru checkpoint, Malaysia's side of the border. Here too, the process is smooth if you have the right documents. Just scan your passport, get your entry stamp, and you're in. And just like that, welcome to Malaysia. Right outside the immigration building is a familiar sight, the City Square Mall. It's literally a few steps away. This mall is often the first destination for many who've just crossed over. Why? It's air-conditioned, safe, has money changers, shopping, food, and great massage places. I took a slow walk inside, just absorbing the atmosphere. The layout feels familiar, almost like a typical Singapore mall, but the prices much more affordable. There were locals shopping for clothes, kids enjoying the play areas, and tourists looking for bargains. I took my time exploring each level, from fashion stores to electronics to bookstores. There's something for everyone here. One thing that stood out was the variety of local snacks being sold, including traditional Malaysian key, pastries, and even street-style bubble tea. After City Square, I made my way to Counter JBCC, which is just across the walkway. This mall feels a bit more modern. It houses international brands, beauty salons, gadget shops, and even a few indoor activity zones for kids. If you're into branded sportswear or perfumes, you'll find plenty of options here. I spent some time just window shopping, comparing prices, and chatting with friendly shopkeepers. One store was having a promotion on sneakers, almost 40% cheaper than in Singapore. By now, it was almost lunchtime, and the smell of nasi lemak and laksa was floating through the mall's food court. It was tempting, but I decided to save my appetite for something on the street. After leaving the mall, I took a walk through the nearby streets of Johor Bahru. The streets were lively, full of movement, sound, and smells. Street vendors were selling grilled satay, roti john, and colorful drinks. You could hear music from nearby stalls, honking from motorbikes, and conversations in Malay, Mandarin, Tamil, and English, all blending into a beautiful, chaotic harmony. What I love about JB is this mix of old and new. Beside every shiny new building, there's usually an older shophouse with years of character. Some buildings had stunning street art on the walls, while others were filled with hidden cafes and antique shops. After all that walking, it was time for a break, and I found just the perfect spot, a small massage center tucked between two cafes. Foot massages are a must-try in Johor Bahru. They're professional, affordable, and incredibly relaxing. For just a fraction of what you'd pay in Singapore, I got a 45-minute foot reflexology session. As I sat back, closed my eyes, and felt the tension melt away, I realized this was one of the highlights of the trip. So simple, yet so satisfying. The place was clean, the staff friendly, and the overall experience top-notch. With evening approaching, the streets started to glow with soft golden light. Locals were out for dinner, traffic began to build up near the checkpoint, and it was time for me to head back to Singapore. I made my way to the bus terminal near the mall and caught bus 170 once again, this time for the journey home. Crossing back was relatively quick. I went through Malaysian immigration, hopped onto the bus again, and then cleared Singapore customs. And just like that, I was back where I started, at Kranji MRT station. A full day spent exploring, walking, eating, relaxing, and simply enjoying a change of pace. This trip may have been short, but it was filled with experiences, a glimpse into everyday life across the border. If you're in Singapore and have a free day, Johor Bahru is definitely worth visiting. Whether you're shopping, relaxing, or just exploring local culture, it's all right there, just a bus ride away. Thanks for joining me on this day trip to JB. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel stories and adventures. Until next time, safe travels.